Emma Watson takes a stand for an important issue affecting women around the world, what she had to say about it, and about a controversy involving her.
And Fashion Police had another shakeup. We've got the story on who left the show and why straight ahead.
But first, an update on Harrison Ford's condition after his plane crash last week. Entertainment on Point starts now. Welcome to another episode of Entertainment on Point. I'm Hillary Maglin.
And I'm Aubrey Henkin. Kelly Osbourne is leaving Fashion Police for good after 5 years of being on the air. This announcement comes days after her Fashion Police co-host Juliana Rancic made some racist comments about 18-year-old Zendaya's hair at the Oscars. Rancic went on to say that the singer's hair looked like it smelled like patchouli oil and weed because it was in dreadlocks. After the episode aired, Zendaya took to social media to fire back at Rancic, saying the comments were full of ignorant slurs and outrageously offensive. Afterwards, Osbourne reacted very strongly on Twitter, saying, "I did not make the weed comment. I do not condone racism, so as a result, I'm seriously questioning staying on the show." Rancic has since released a public apology that Zendaya has accepted, but that didn't stop Osbourne from wanting to quit. Earlier this week, Osbourne appeared on The Talk and addressed her departure from the hit show. Osbourne said, quote, "You know what? It was the best 5 working years of my life. I am so grateful for the experience. Working with Joan Rivers for 5 years was incredible. I learned so much and I'm excited for my future now. I want to try new things," unquote. Yeah. Since her departure comes so close to the loss of Joan Rivers, we can't help but wonder if the real reason Osbourne is leaving the show is because of how close she was with the late comedian. Not only that, but a source told People magazine that Osbourne was unhappy with how the network used her during award season, saying she was fighting for more airtime. There has been no word yet on who will be replacing Osbourne on Fashion Police, but episodes are set to return as scheduled on Monday, March 30th at 9 p.m. on E!
I really wonder what that real reason was. Was it because of Joan? Is there some sort of secret, conflict between Kelly and Juliana?
Yeah, I don't know. There's been rumors that Juliana and Kelly have been fighting, and there's also been rumors that apparently the show has just completely changed. It's not the same dynamic anymore since Joan is gone, and Kelly's just been really unhappy for a long time now.
Well, we're sorry to see you go, Kelly. Emma Watson is making headlines for appearing on a webcast sponsored by He for She last week, which was watched by more than 30 million people. The British actress is an advocate for the He for She campaign, which promotes gender equality, and during the webcast, she addressed a controversy that directly affected her last year. After giving an empowering speech on feminism at the United Nations last fall, a website was created threatening to release naked pictures of Watson. No such pictures were ever released, but that didn't stop the Harry Potter star from speaking out on the situation. She told fans during the webcast that she knew those pictures would never come out because they did not exist, and even went on to say, quote, "If anything, it made me so much more determined. I was just raging. It made me so angry that I was just like, this is why I have to be doing this," end quote. In the webcast, Watson also encouraged women experiencing inequality in the workplace, telling girls not to allow people to tell them what they can or cannot accomplish. Glad to see our girl Emma taking a stand for such an important issue.
Switching gears to a sadder story, Harrison Ford was injured in a plane crash on a Los Angeles golf course last week. Ford was piloting a World War II-era plane that was having engine issues after takeoff. According to the report, Ford requested an immediate return to the airport once realizing the issue. On the way back to the airport, the plane lost power completely, forcing him to make an emergency landing. On the way down, the aircraft hit a tree only 800 feet from the runway, causing even more damage before the crash. NBC initially reported that the 72-year-old actor sustained serious injuries, including cuts to the head, causing there to be blood all over his face when responders arrived at the scene. His son, Ben Ford, tweeted an update from the hospital later that day saying that his father was battered but okay and that he's every bit of the man we think he is. Ford is expected to make a full recovery. Investigators will be examining the 1942 vintage plane and its engine, but it could take as long as a year to complete the full report. This isn't the first time that the Star Wars actor has been involved in a plane crash. In 2000, he had to make another crash landing in a 6-passenger plane in Nebraska. The year before that, he was piloting a helicopter that crashed in California. Ford escaped unharmed in both of those incidents. Everyone here at Entertainment on Point wishes him a healthy and speedy recovery at this time.
And American Horror Story fans, get ready for one of the series' most exciting announcements yet. Lady Gaga broke the news on Twitter last week that the 5th season of the show will be subtitled Hotel. The story will revolve around a mysterious hotel where paranormal activity and other spooky circumstances take place. And why was Lady Gaga the one telling us this? Because Mother Monster herself will be starring in the upcoming season. Entertainment Weekly reports that Lady Gaga had been talking with AHS creator Ryan Murphy since last fall and officially signed on once the perfect role was fashioned for her. A short video was released along with the announcement that shows Gaga dressed in a black mask covering her face. She says into the camera, "American Horror Story Season 5, and then takes off the mask to reveal her face and whispers, "Hotel." This season of American Horror Story sounds like it could be the creepiest yet, but we'll all have to wait until its premiere this October to find out. That's it for your top stories. Now let's see what's going on in the music world with Alexis Adams. Alexis?
Thanks, ladies. Robin Thicke can't win anything lately. First, he lost his wife and high school sweetheart, Paula Patton, and now he lost this legal battle with Marvin Gaye's estate. Robin sampled, and we'll say sampled, Marvin Gaye's 1977 hit, Gotta Give It Up. You know the song, I Know You Want It, and something, something, Then T.I. did this dance, and something, something, it was blurred lines. Yes, that song, which stirred up a lot of controversy, is costing him a lot of money. A Los Angeles jury has decided that Thicke and co-songwriter Pharrell Williams must pay Gaye's family $7.3 million. Did you hear me? Not one, not two, but 3. Message to Mr. Thicke, you better unblur those lines, boo. I wonder how happy Pharrell is now. But on the flip side, Pharrell is expanding the exact song into something a little different. Happy will be transcending into the world of children's books. He has signed an agreement to make 4 new books for younger readers, starting with one inspired by that chart-topping song, Happy. The book will be published on September 22nd and will feature photographs of children from around the world celebrating what it means to be happy. All right, a new video and new music alert. Ciara dropped a video to I Bet this week, and she looks fabulous. I bet Future is somewhere sending a I am sorry text right now. But I hate their relationship ended. It kind of brings me to tears, but I'm happy she found a way to release it. Exactly what she's feeling is exactly what is on the song. And I bet it's probably one of the songs most girls will try to relate to and feel like, you know, when they got hurt. But I want you, all you ladies, to know that this is a disclaimer, that this is not your life. This is Ciara and Future. Your boo may not feel that way about you. But the song is great, she looks great, and she even has an acoustic version to the song. I encourage everyone to go check it out. Now, as I go put on the song and put it on replay, and I try to figure out how to get my own big book deal like Pharrell, we're going to take a break. But up next, find out what major concert tours will be hitting Pittsburgh this year on Entertainment on Point.
We are a social people. We share our inspiration, wisdom, creations, and memories. We share what makes us laugh and what angers us. Built on the notion of a free flow of ideas, our country thrives on the freedom of speech. Without it, who would watch over our governing powers? And how would we share our history to make a difference for the future? It's this freedom to share that gives us a reason to listen.
Start your morning with City News.
Start your morning with campus news.
Start your morning with political coverage.
Start your morning with fun.
Start your morning with us, only on Daybreak.
Did you know that Point Park has a cheerleading squad?
Don't stop. Don't get it confused.
Not only do our cheerleaders represent Point Park at regional and national competitions, but they also promote spirit and awareness of every sports team on campus. Come to any men's or women's varsity basketball game at home to watch the cheerleaders perform at halftime and cheer from the sidelines from the first jump ball to the final buzzer. Sports not your thing? You can catch the cheer team lead the crowd at the fall and spring pep rallies as well, or at several competitions around Pittsburgh each year. So what are you waiting for? Show the Point Park cheerleaders the support they show you.
We know you're wondering what the A-list celebrities are up to.
Well, here at Entertainment on Point, we're wondering too.
Have you heard about James Franco and Seth Rogen's new movie?
No, but have you heard Beyonce's new single? Did you see what she was wearing on that red carpet?
Honey, that was not cute.
Did you see what happened on Scandal this week?
No, I was too busy keeping up with the Kardashians. No matter what your guilty pleasure is, we've got you covered.
Entertainment on Point. Get to the point of pop culture.
Yeah!
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another week of Entertainment on Point. Eric Torres here covering all the latest in movie news, and today we're talking Ghost. Lots of them. 2 Ghostbuster movies are expected to be released within the next 2 years, one with a women cast and the other men. Bridesmaid stars Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy are confirmed to be in the revamped movie along with SNL comedians Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon. This movie has high hopes, and we know Kristen Wiig will surely have us all dying in our seats. Filming is set to start in June and be released July 2016. Now, it's pretty skeptical but still very good news is the following Ghostbusters movie, which features a male cast that is believed to be released sometime after 2016. Many fans were crushed to hear that females would be playing this rebooted version of Ghostbusters. Some even called it a child ruiner. Fusion.com throws extreme sexist backlash to the second film being created after Ivan Reitman, director of the original Ghostbusters, told Deadline Hollywood that the second film has a wonderful idea that builds on that. Fusion.com writer Danielle Henderson calls the movie Dudebusters 2 Electric Gigolo after finding out that Channing Tatum is going to be part of this Ghostbusters series. So now all we can do is just wait for the 2 Ghost Wonders to be released and see just which one is better. Personally, for me, I feel that the female version will be 10 times better and a new modern twist. Now let's check in with Gabrielle and Jillian for all the latest in TV news. Hey guys.
Thanks, Eric. Hello, Entertainment on Pointers. I'm Jillian Belich, and I hope your spring break was full of sun and happiness if you got the chance to travel. So much has happened in the world of TV since we last aired. Finally, The Fall is returning for its 3rd and final season with Gillian Anderson and Jamie Durant. BBC Two showed a spoiler promo of the show. It is recommended that viewers watch the first 2 seasons before jumping into the 3rd, which can be watched on Netflix. Anderson told E! News that she was very ready to come back as Stella Gibson. The star said, quote, "I think we can definitely do even 2 more. I mean, I'm up for however long it takes to see everything that we need to see," end quote. The 2nd season concluded with serial killer Paul Spector, played by Duran, in Gibson's custody. Viewers were led to where he disposed of a kidnapped victim, and while there, he, along with another detective, were shot by another man that suspected Spector of sleeping with his wife. Ben Stevenson, controller of Drama Commission, said, quote, "The story is far from over. Alan has known the end of the game from the beginning. The cat and mouse game between Gillian and Jamie has one last act to play out. Who will win?" End quote. Creator Alan Cubitt stated that he purposely created the cliffhanger. Be sure to tune into this musty thriller drama on BBC.
And this past week, The Bachelor had a groundbreaking finale. Chris Soules chose Whitney over Becca as the lucky lady to be his wife. This was a very controversial discussion in Bachelor world among fans, and even the Bachelor himself had a very difficult choice to make. This was mainly because the 2 girls were polar opposites. Personally, I think Chris made the right decision with choosing Whitney. She seems to cater to his needs, and they seem to have a really good chemistry. Also, for the first time in Bachelor and Bachelorette history, there will be not 1, but 2 Bachelorettes on next season's show. Britt and Caitlin from this season of The Bachelor will be running head-to-head in the first episode to catch the guys' attention and most importantly get their votes. Whoever gets the most votes will be the next Bachelorette. Tune in Monday, May 18th to see which girl is chosen.
And after 2 seasons, Reign has finally decided to introduce Queen Elizabeth. 50 Shades of Grey star Rachel Skarsten, who played Christian Grey's assistant, has been casted in the season 2 finale and will have a larger role next season. Showrunner Laurie McCarthy said, quote, "I'm delighted to cast Rachel Skarsten, a female monarch still in her 20s, early yet in her role. She is a beautiful, cunning, and brave mix of opposites.
A young woman hardened too soon by life's events but vulnerable when it comes to love. A mercenary foe riddled with compassion for her rival, end quote. Fans should expect Elizabeth's character and debut to shake up the series. Scarson has also done work on shows such as Lost Girl and even Beauty and the Beast. Tune in to the CW on Thursdays at 9 for this magical new series.
In other hot TV news this week, the 20th season of Dancing with the Stars cast has been announced. A few of the celebrity guest stars include Rumor Willis, who's the daughter of Bruce Willis and Demi Moore, Suzanne Summers, Nastia Lukin, Willow Shields, and the newest addition, our favorite bachelor, Chris Soules. We're all very excited for this upcoming season. It's going to be a good one. That's all for your TV news this week. I'm Gabrielle Casarcia.
And I'm Jillian Bellich. Now with your entertainment news from right here in Pittsburgh, here's Maggie McCauley. Maggie?
Thanks, guys. Ariana Grande came into Pittsburgh this week with a bang bang on Tuesday night, welcomed by 12,000 fans at the Peterson Events Center. The sold-out concert featured some of her popular hits like Problem, Break Free, and The Way. Artists such as Iggy Azalea and Jessie J sang their corresponding parts in video format on the big screen, although I have to say I was disappointed that hometown favorite Mac Miller didn't drop in and sing his part live in The Way. The day before, Ariana and boyfriend rapper Big Sean were spotted attending the WWE Monday Night Raw event at Consol Energy Center. It was live for national television, but it featured a very special cause. It honored 8-year-old Connor McCulloch, who died from cancer last April. He's the first fan to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as a warrior. Friday the 13th usually means bad luck and misery, but not this week. Maroon 5 takes the stage at Consol Energy Center, and the voice coach and his band haven't been to Pittsburgh in a few years, but they thought they'd give it one more night. Nicki Minaj recently did a remix on their song Sugar. It's lots of rapping, sweetness, and personal touches that she's added. I recommend you take a listen. And Shania Twain is proving that she's still the one as she's added Pittsburgh to her final world tour, Rock the Country, on July 10th. The country superstar hasn't been on tour in 11 years, but for the past 2 years she's been performing in Las Vegas. This year is her 50th birthday and her last time ever on the road touring. She says there are other things that she wants to experience in her life, but this tour is the most important thing to her right now. Entertainment On Point has got coverage on all of the upcoming Pittsburgh concert tours. I'm Maggie McCauley reporting for Entertainment On Point. Now let's toss it over to Brittany Lawfer for more entertainment news. Brittany?
Thanks, Maggie. Ariana Grande went down with a bang in Toronto's Air Canada Centre this past Sunday in the middle of her show. The 21-year-old Love Me Harder singer was belting out Bang Bang when the complicated footwork tripped her up. Her 5-foot figure was performing in towering heeled boots when she was climbing a set of stairs back to the main platform when she tripped and fell. Being the professional she is, Grande got herself right back up and continued to sing, even rejoining the dance routine. The rest of the show ended smoothly, and she acknowledged the show in support of fans via Twitter on Sunday evening, writing, quote, "Thank you, Toronto. Tonight was such a fun show. LOL. Y'all made me feel so much better. I love you and thank you so much," end quote. Ariana Grande performed at the Peterson Event Center this past Tuesday. And more performing news, Ryan Gosling was rocking some amazing moves at just 12 years old. Hilarious throwback videos have been unearthed showing the Notebook actor busting some serious preteen moves in the videos, which were recorded in 1992, and show him strutting his stuff center stage among a bevy of young ladies. Gosling took Twitter this past Saturday to take a bow, quote, "Obviously I peaked early. Thank you Jane Chupik and Twitter for the checkup from the neck up," end quote. His videos show him gyrating to Elvis Presley's Hound Dog, and other videos can be found on YouTube. A model on the runway at Paris Fashion Week made everyone do a double take. Kate Moss's look-alike little sister Lottie Moss had a lot of eyes on her as she made her runway debut in the Sonia Rykiel Fall-Winter 2015 show. During the show, she modeled a printed velvet dress, black booties, and gunmetal minoir with her long blonde locks, strong cheekbones, and green eyes. She may very well be the second coming of her famous supermodel sibling. The 17-year-old has already made a name in the modeling world. Last year, she was featured in a Teen Vogue editorial, which noted it as her first proper job, and in July, she starred in a sexy black and white pictorial for Calvin Klein. In the Teen Vogue editorial, she commented that Kate was a massive part of her influence on her career path. She said, quote, "It kind of runs in the family." For Entertainment On Point, I'm Brittany Lawfer. Coming up on Entertainment On Point, Jesse Irwin joins the roundtable for news on Kim Kardashian, Naya Rivera, and Madonna. Stay tuned.
Here at the Pioneer Sideline, we get freshmen involved as quickly as possible so they get the real-world experience on air and behind the scenes to set themselves apart in internships and potential jobs. Blaine, where is that video? I needed it in KeyPro like yesterday.
All right, I got you, Chris. But I had a quick question for you guys.
What do you mean the questions? It's always a question. It's always a... What? Where is he? Blaine! 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 Freshman, you can't find any good ones anymore.
Do you know all the things you can do with your student ID? Along with getting discounts to some of the restaurants around campus. Showing your Point Park ID can net you deals on tickets at theaters in the Cultural District. To check out all the current options, just search Student Discounts on the Point Park University homepage.
An expression, a belief, a symbol, freedom to worship, an unspoken word. To express yourself means standing up for what you believe in. There's a freedom to worship and freedom to live. To speak never saying a word, to love, to let your voice be heard. The light of your own path. For more information, visit www.freedomofspeechpsa.org.
Welcome back to Entertainment on Point. Tonight at the round table, we're joined by Aaron Myler and Jesse Irwin. Thanks so much for being with us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first topic we're going to talk about is Kim Kardashian dyed her hair bleached blonde. What do you guys think about that?
Go ahead.
She looks like a wet dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, honestly.
Like, I heard that I looked up and she said she dyed it because Madonna dyed hers platinum blonde years ago.
Oh my goodness.
And she saw that and that was her inspiration. And I said, well, that's your first mistake, honey bun. But, so, I don't know. But, like, sometimes it looks good when she has it more, like, puffy. Sometimes when she has it, like, slicked back, wet dog.
That's ridiculous. I mean, to quote Paul Fields, he said earlier, she looked like she was a member of Slytherin. Honestly, I think that she's risking her entire brand by doing this. I mean, Kim Kardashian is the girl with the perfect black hair, the perfect butt. You know, she's got the whole thing going. I mean, we're being realistic here. She's branded herself strictly on her relationships and her looks. And for her to risk it all by dyeing her hair something that doesn't even really look that good, it's a little scary. I mean, she's got the financial support of Kanye, but still, I don't know. Come on. Like, you can do better than that, Kim.
No, I completely agree, but fortunately it does seem like every time any of the Kardashian sisters dye their hair blonde, because, you know, they've all done it, they seem to go back to the dark hair like just weeks later, because I think it's just so hard for them to keep up with, like, you know, dyeing their roots every week, and it doesn't look good with their dark skin. So
Also, you gotta wonder if she's dyeing her hair. People usually dye their hair when they want change in their life. Like, are things going well at home, right? I mean, is this a sign that maybe things aren't going as well with Kanye as we think?
Well, Bruce is changing too, so maybe it has to do with that.
Maybe it's a family thing.
Yeah.
Or it's the fact that she wants a baby so bad.
She wants another one?
She's been trying.
What would they name it? Would it be
South?
South? Yeah.
or if it's a boy, it's going to be Easton.
East and West?
Yep.
North and East?
East-West.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you run out of directions after a little while.
It is four babies tops.
No, it'd be, well, you can't do west-west, can you?
Maybe they go to like left, right, up, down,
They already
west,
did northwest,
down,
so I think
west.
they can do west-west.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, well, our next topic is Naya Rivera from Glee is pregnant, and it's a big controversy because she married that guy. I don't even remember his name because he's like no one.
He's a family friend of the Rivera family, and you know, she married him on the day that she was supposed to marry Big Sean because she was engaged to Big Sean after they dated for 2 years or so. They broke up maybe 4 months before they were supposed to get married, and then like 2 months later she started dating the guy she's now married to, and she married him on the day she was supposed to marry Big Sean in the wedding dress she bought to marry Big Sean in.
When did she break up with Big Sean?
He broke up with her.
When did he break up with her?
About a year ago? Like exactly a year ago.
How pregnant is she right now?
Like,
she's a few months pregnant.
So it's not his.
There's no way it's Big Sean's
Are we
baby.
sure this isn't his?
I'm pretty sure. She would be really pregnant if it was Big Sean's baby.
Unless something happened
She'd be like a couple months
more
late.
recently than we thought.
Scandal.
Poor Ariana.
Yeah, that's true.
After falling and now
That meme of her with the and if we raise enough money, the class gets a pizza party. Did you see that?
That's so funny.
Yeah, that pretty much describes their relationship in a nutshell for me.
But who cares? He got somebody more famous, so.
She's doing pretty well for herself.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so the last topic that we're going to talk about is, did you guys hear that Madonna called Kanye West the Black Madonna? Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah.
What is that about?
You know, I think Madonna is just so obsessed with being the center of attention and has been for 100 years or so, however old she is now. And
600.
Kanye,
She's 600 now.
Kanye is, becoming the new, attention grabber. I can't think of a better word for it. And I think Madonna sees that as, that reminds me of a young me. He's the new Madonna. He's the Black Madonna.
Yeah, I saw her say that she said that because she had a long successful career and then she kept pushing the envelope, and then he's having a really good successful career and he keeps pushing the envelope. So that's just the reason behind. It's just because they both pushed the envelope. But I feel like most people do.
I think she's trying to act like she's really supporting him, but in reality, she's still trying to bring the attention back on her, comparing herself to the biggest celebrity right now.
I think I think that's pretty Madonna-esque of her. I think she's right. To a certain extent, she's absolutely right. And I think her rebellious personality that she had in her prime and his rebellious personality and the way that he brands himself compared to the way she branded herself and their musical composition skills. I mean, Kanye is a visionary when it comes to music. He might not have the craziest lyrics all the time or maybe the most socially accepted lyrics, but he definitely he tosses the dice a little every time, and I think he shakes things up, and he's not afraid to stand out, and that's what the difference is, and I think that's where she found that comparison. So, I mean, you might not want to hear the Black Madonna if you're Kanye, but if you look at it the right way, it's actually a pretty big compliment coming from the woman herself.
Yeah, I wonder how he feels about it, because we really haven't heard, his
I think his wife dyeing her hair was the response.
Maybe that's what it was.
Paying their homage.
But it is a big compliment.
He probably just saw all her wrinkles and was mad about it. So I don't think it's a compliment, but yet it isn't.
Maybe we will hear something from him. He's not really one to, be tactful and hold it all in.
He'll yell at the paparazzi about it.
I'm sure.
Doesn't tweet much, so.
Well, thank you so much for being with us tonight, guys. Coming up, Noelle Barnhart joins us in studio to talk about Paris Fashion Week. That's next.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Entertainment on Point. I'm Noelle Barnhart. They're back. Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson appeared on the Mason Valentino runway at Paris Fashion Week to promote the release of their new film, Zoolander 2. Ben Stiller confirmed the film rumors on Instagram with a picture of himself and Owen Wilson captioned, quote, "Apparently Derek and Hansel have come to terms with Zoolander 2. Paramount Pictures tweeted that the film is going to be released on February 12, 2016. Sounds like a great film to bring a date to on Valentine's Day. Many different trends hit the runway at Paris Fashion Week, including a punk rock look on the Saint Laurent catwalk. Models were dressed in skinny jeans, leather jackets, ripped tights, and faded t-shirts. Don't forget about the bleach blonde locks, red lipstick, and heavy black eyeliner. The inspiration for this look came from Los Angeles' independent music scene. Kim Kardashian was spotted showing off her bleach blonde hair at Paris Fashion Week. She wore several different looks, including plunging jumpsuits, braless tops, and a cutout dress. Kim is definitely the master of classy cleavage in all of her Paris Fashion Week looks. Kim was also seen taking pictures alongside model friends such as Cara Delevingne, Gigi Hadid, Lily Donaldson, Joan Smalls, and of course Kendall Jenner. She posted a picture on Instagram and said, quote, "Not insecure at all standing next to these supermodels. I guess even if you have the most fabulous curves, sometimes you can still feel insecure about yourself."
Did you guys, you know how Snapchat does those stories? Mm-hmm. Did you see the Fashion Week one?
I didn't.
I usually just snap through those, to be honest.
Oh, well.
I like the TGIF one, so
yeah, those are fun. But no, the reason I say that is because they had a Fashion Week one, and in one of those snaps was Ben Stiller, in character for the Zoolander, and he took a phone and was and walking with it, and it was really funny, and that's how I found out about the whole Zoolander thing, was actually through Snapchat, which is so
can
weird.
we just talk about that for a minute? I think it's kind of weird that they announced this at Fashion Week of all things.
You
But
would
I guess, the Zoolander character, I've never seen the movie, but I know that he's very flamboyant and into fashion. And I kind of think it's also weird that, they're creating a sequel after so many years.
Long time.
But I guess the fans of the movie are pretty
super
into
excited.
it.
I think it's kind of weird that they announced it at Paris Fashion Week and not like
why not New York Fashion Week or something?
Not like Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week.
Yeah, I feel like, fans in America would be more appreciative of that announcement.
Yeah. But you said why are they doing it so long?
Yeah, it's
from
been
the
so
first
long
one.
since the last movie.
Well, Anchorman did that. Anchorman did, wasn't it 10 years or something between Anchorman?
Yeah, it was a long time.
Maybe they're just out of movie ideas, completely.
Probably.
They're just struggling and trying to make...
It's either going to be really good or really bad, so...
Probably.
I think with
really
Ben
good.
Stiller and Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller is one of my all-time favorite actors. I
Yeah.
think he can pull off anything, so...
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see in 2016 if that's good or not.
Yeah.
But thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Entertainment on Point.
We'll be back next week with more of your pop culture news. Bye, everyone.